Hello, in this video I will discuss some questions on the average, very simple level questions. Before watching this video, please watch the video on the key ideas regarding the average. The video will be helpful for understanding the solutions of these questions. Let us first go to the first question. This question is very simple. It tells us to find the average of a and b from this expression. So we know that the average of a and b is a plus b divided by 2, and if we simply divide this expression by 20, we can get the average of a and b. So this is a plus b divided by 2 is 1.75. So a is our correct answer. Now let us go to question 2. In question 2, we have to find the average of the positive integers from 1 to 100. So one key idea will be useful here. So in case of arithmetic series, if there are odd number of observations, the middle number will be the average. And if there are even number of observations, the average is simply the average of first number and last number. So here there are 100 observations in this series, and so it's there are even number of observations, so average will be first number plus last number divided by 2, which is 50.5. so answer D is correct. So now let us take one other example. In this case we have to find the average of 2 to the power 10 and 2 to the power 20. So we divide it by 2 and we just simplify 210 by 2 plus 220 by 2. So 2 to 2 power 1, 2 power 1. We take this 2 to the numerator, and here also to numerator. This becomes 2 power 10 minus 1. This becomes 2 power 20 minus 1. So this is 2 power 9. This is 2 power 19. So answer C is the correct option. So now let us move to problem 4. This problem asks us to find the average measures of angles in a pentagon. So to answer this question, we just have to note one rule in geometry to find the total of the angles in a geometric shape, which is n minus 2 times 180. So in case of triangle, the sum of all the three angles is simply n is 3 minus 2 times 180 is 180. So in case of a quadrilateral, this becomes 4 minus 2 times 180 is 360. And in case of pentagon is a figure with 5 sides and there are 5 angles, so this becomes 5 minus 2 times 180 is 540. Now to find average, we divide this total by 5 and the answer is 108. So our correct option is D. Now we move to next question. This question tells us that John's average on fourth test is 80. So John has given 4 tests, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the average is 80. So now let us assume for simplicity that he has obtained 80 marks on each of the 4 tests, so that average is 80. Now what is the least marks he can get on his 5th test? So what is the least marks he can get on his 5th test? So this is 5th test. and still on an average of 85 after 7th test. Sorry, this has been missed, after 7th test. So this is 6th test and 7th test, and it has also been given that he can achieve 100 marks on maximum. 100 marks on maximum. So to get the minimum number on 5th test, he should achieve maximum on the 6th and maximum on the 7th. Now what should be the minimum marks on this test? So our average to be maintained is 85. So we can approach this problem in two ways. The first way is in order to obtain an average of 85 on 7 tests, we should obtain a total of 85 into 7. And from this, we subtract all these numbers and we get the number. Another shortcut way is the one called deviation principle. So deviation principle argues that the sum of the negative deviations should be equal to the positive deviation. So now let us calculate the deviations. Deviation is simply the difference between observation and its mean value. So 80 minus 85 is negative 5, negative 5, negative 5, negative 5. So here deviation is positive 15, 100 minus 85. Here deviation is positive 15. So the sum total of the negative deviation is minus 20, negative 20, and sum total of the positive deviation is positive 30. So sum of the deviations is now 0. To make the deviation 0, the deviation on this item should be negative 10. It is because the sum of the negative deviation still is negative 20 only. So if we take a deviation of negative 10, the sum of negative deviation will be negative 30 and positive deviation will be positive 30, so that they cancel out each other. So in order to obtain a negative deviation of 10, we should obtain, or he should obtain 75 marks. So that 75 minus 85 is negative 10. So 75 is the least marks he can get on the 5th test and still obtain an average score of 85 on the all 7 tests. So thank you for watching this video, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel in order to watch more videos in the future.